Peru News Today. All you need to know about to Peru.
Journey on Lake Titicaca. Dreams that sail against adversity. Urus children with iron will. In the heart of South America, between the borders of Peru and Bolivia, lies Lake Titicaca, a majestic but challenging setting for the communities that inhabit it. Remote islands, like the Urus, face unique challenges due to their lake geography, especially when it comes to access to education. The story of two young Peruvians, Hugo and Alfredo, both 9 years old, is a moving testimony of the daily struggle against geographical difficulties and the force of nature. At 3,800 meters above sea level, Hugo and Alfredo wake up at 5 in the morning in a small cabin, without electricity. We are on Lake Titicaca, the highest navigable lake in the world, known for its cold waters and its extension of 8,562 square kilometers, divided between Bolivia and Peru. The children slide into basins, that is, plastic buckets, to wash clothes, before embarking on a 2-kilometer journey to school. The odyssey begins at 8 in the morning, barefoot, with backpacks on their backs. They row in the basins for an hour and a half, facing temperatures of 6 degrees Celsius. The journey, more than a challenge, is an adventure for the children, who laugh and compete, even though their school materials sometimes arrive wet. Their parents, dedicated to fishing, provide boats, but sometimes the children share boats with 3 hours, leaving at 6 a.m., facing cold and fatigue. Ron and Reynaldo, little captains, face waves, lightning and thunder in their plastic boats, with teachers allowing them to leave early to avoid climatic dangers such as waves on the lake and lightning. The cold and the fatigue involved in paddling also play a role. So many hours and the fact that they do not know how to swim, they could drown if they fall into the lake. Like this every day, always thinking that at the end of their journey a better future awaits them, small in size, but with an iron will. Despite running the risk of losing their lives, these little ones take the journey with humor and joy and never stop smiling and dreaming. Dreaming that one day the conditions in which they live will change. The fact that if they fall down few of their boats know how to swim, the cold of the waters and how poorly nourished the children are. Amanda, a teacher at the school on the floating island Negro, has been witnessing the harsh conditions of her students for 5 years. The small school has 3 classrooms and is located on a floating island called Negro. It was built more than 50 years ago by the residents of the legendary Urus village. They use the roots of this aquatic plant called totara combined with soil from the coast. The building that moves unsteadily on the metal barrels that keep it afloat in the school is almost longest. The school is a classroom that is 50 years old. But at the base of the cylinders, which serve as floats when the water level increases, they are already rusty and hollow, so the classroom has given way and on one side is sinking. The interior of the class is already tilted backwards. Every day the classroom sees 6 brothers, 2 nephews and his parents. The minors sleep on the floor and have no shoes, and say they do not feel the relentless cold. The mother, Mrs. Martina, assures that the children are healthy and never get sick despite the weather. The family eats fish and obtains other foods, potatoes, beans, for barter. Accustomed to vicissitudes, Martina laughingly confesses that it is difficult to get everything necessary to feed her offspring. Like all children in the world, Hugo and others smile a lot and dream as they make their way to the future with their own hands, braving the icy waters of Titicaca. The reflection that this chronicle leaves is a call to awareness about the importance of guaranteeing equal access to education, regardless of geographical or socio-economic difficulties. The story of Hugo, Alfredo, Ron, Reynaldo and so many other children from Titicaca reminds us that education is a universal right that we should protect and promote to build a more just and equitable future. Leave us your comment and subscribe to continue growing and follow us on our social networks, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram and TikTok.
Peru News Today. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram.